I am your host, Lara Ziccardi, joined with me by my co-host, JT Bethea, my sportscaster, Alex Broad, and our first ever newscaster, Olive. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
All right, let's cut to the chase. Let's get it to it, yeah?
All right.
Let's get the news, Kias.
So in national news, in his State of the Union address, President Biden announced a plan to address the country's mental health needs. The plan calls for expansion of the mental care workforce, and emphasizing focus on children's mental health care services. The plan also includes provisions for improvement of insurance companies and their policies. Biden's proposition seeks to, and I quote, get all Americans the mental health services they need, more people they can turn to for help, and full parity between physical and mental health care if we treat it that way in our insurance. This comes after a surge in mental health crises across the nation as a result of the longstanding pandemic. In Jersey news, a while back in Bridgewater, a fight broke out between two teens, one Latino but white passing, and the other a black teen who was Zaki Hussein. The black teen was handcuffed while the Latino teen was not. A rally for the handcuffed teen was organized by civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Crump was hired by the family of Hussein and is a Florida-based attorney known as Black America's Attorney General. He is known for representing families in some of the country's most high-profile civil rights cases. Crump and his team stood in front of Bridgewater Municipal Center Plaza outside of the police station and brought his press conference, including his legal team, some local activists he had coordinated with, and Zaki's family. In local news, Montclair police are investigating anonymous letters dropped off to residents with Black Lives Matter signs posted outside of their homes. Envelopes containing anti-BLM letters were not addressed specifically to the residents of the Montclair addresses and only contained the addresses in a handwritten cursive writing. While the letters discovered were not coherently hateful, they contained messages blaming the shift in crime and violence on the United States. And for our weather, today, mostly cloudy, high of 46, low of 23, currently 37. Tomorrow is sunny with a high of 39, low of 18. Saturday, cloudy with a high of 46, low of 25. Sunday, 50% chance of rain, high of 72. Am I even seeing that correctly?
72.
I mean,
72.
honey, it's a rainy Sunday, but it's a beautiful Sunday. We're going to get that humidity going. But it has a low of 39. Monday, 70% chance of rain with a high of 64, still with the great 2 days in succession, low of 50. Tuesday, 30% chance of showers, high of 52 and low of 36. And next Wednesday, 40% chance of rain, high of 52, low of 32. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me, girlfriend.
Honestly, I'm loving that 72 situation.
Is it summer?
We're gonna get a little preview, I guess. I don't know.
It's summer.
I would say the groundhog was wrong.
The groundhog was incorrect.
died.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
one of them died, and I still don't
the
know
New
if it's
Jersey
Pugs
one.
Middletown.
Oh,
No,
okay,
it's not
okay.
Punxsutawney.
Okay.
Tony Phil be doing fine.
He doing all
He's
good.
gonna give us another 35 years.
As he should.
As
Four
he
more
will, like
Yes. Hey, Alex.
Yes.
I think it's that
Lower his
time
haters.
again.
Is that time?
I think it's that time to
Is
know
that time
about
for sports?
You get-
In sports news and baseball news, to be specific, got some sad news, guys. Baseball has officially canceled its first two series
Boo.
and has pushed back opening day from March 31st. Oh, this one hits me. I love baseball, but it's the first time in 27 years that games have been canceled by disputes by a league. And it definitely looks like the whole season is in jeopardy if they don't come to terms soon. But in a little bit of happier news, last night the New York Rangers beat the Columbus Blues 5-3 in a stunning game, tying for second against the Pittsburgh Penguins for the Metropolitan Division. And this Friday, we have the New York Rangers going against the New Jersey Devils. So I'm hoping the New Jersey Rangers beat those Devils. And in basketball, it is a hard day to be a New Yorker because sadly, the New York Knicks lost against the Philadelphia 76ers, 123-108 in last night's game. But hopefully the Knicks could pull off a win against the Phoenix Suns tomorrow at 7:30. And in a little bit of like sports breaking news, Formula One has just ended a contract with Russia for their Grand Prix, which is I think is good.
Mhm.
And it's following many other like I don't know establishments like
Yeah.
sports, FIFA like sports for FIFA, hockey, tennis, volleyball, and basketball EuroLeague. But in Montclair sports, Montclair's the Montclair's men's lacrosse team lost last night 13-9 against Uranus, not the planet, Ursinus. I don't know, the college. And it doesn't get any better, guys. The women's lacrosse team lost 20-2 last night, making that their second consecutive loss against Fairleigh Dickinson. But and in other sports, but it was going to get better. We might not have baseball in the major leagues, but we got baseball here because we have a double header this Saturday against Stevens. And I'm very excited. I'll be there supporting my friend Jack, who is playing. I've been Alex. I've been playing sports. Gotta wait for Laura to go over to the fader. And this has been sports.
He gets
Sports.
progressively
Thank you,
more
my one-
aggressive every week, and I
It
love
It does.
it.
Me
It
too.
started with a little sports.
By the end of
And
the
at
month,
this
you're
point-
just... oh, sorry. I was gonna say by the end of the month, you're just gonna turn into a supernova. Like
He
there's
is
no-
like
it's like
week one, it was just, and this is sports, and it was like that simple. And now like he like backs up and like
no,
I'm not gonna do
gotta
it.
back up.
I'm not gonna do it, but like
Okay.
now he like backs up and like
Showing the
fellows
fader.
it, and I'm like, go on.
I lowered the fader just in case. But yeah, thank you to our wonderful casters for amazing casts. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, it's what? You making fun of my laugh?
Yes, I am.
My girlfriend
Okay.
loves your laugh. She
You
comes.
You know
so
why?
much.
You know why? I
Why?
like to laugh. Anyway, to our next story, our top story of the day. So Russia steps up attacks on key Ukrainian cities and refugees reach 1 million. So as Russia stepped up its assault on key Ukrainian cities for a seventh day on Wednesday, the deadly fallout for Ukrainian civilians and economic repercussions on Russian citizens continue to grow. The UN Refugee Agency said in the weeks since this invasion began, more than 1 million people have left Ukraine for neighboring countries. Filippo Grandi, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, tweeted, quote, for many millions more inside Ukraine, it is time for guns to fall silent so that life-saving humanitarian assistance can be provided. Russia intensifies its offensive on 4 strategic cities, Kharkiv, Melitopol, Kherson, and Kiev. I'm sorry, I butchered all those. Miles-long military continue to threaten Ukraine's capital, although it appears to have stalled. Igor Kolkodev, the mayor of Kherson, said his city was encircled Wednesday and pleaded for an open corridor to move in supplies such as food and medicine. He said an open route was necessary so that they could transport out the wounded and the deceased. President Joe Biden warned that during his State of the Union address on Tuesday that Russian President Vladimir Putin would pay a high price for his actions and declared that the Russian leader was now isolated from the world more than ever. It's sad to come in every week and unfortunately have to report this devastating news. Alex, I can see.
Yeah, my whole day is always shaped by the news. Now, well, before I always I never was a big like news guy. I hated looking at the news. But we're not the United States now, but a country that I never thought in my lifetime I would see go to war is at war. I thought Russia was more, let's say, mature since the Soviet Union times.
Yeah.
And the clock's turning back. We should be moving forwards as a society,
I
not
agree.
focusing on petty like land issues.
I thought we've settled the land issues back yonder.
Yeah, like 30 years ago, this issue should have been resolved
Yeah.
when the Soviet Union fell. So, and 1 million refugees
That's
left.
devastating.
That's my family came to this country from Ukraine when it was Soviet Union.
Mhm.
So to see, and I look at these videos and I see these horrible things happening to these people, and it breaks my heart every time I look at it.
Yeah, me too. I saw TikTok a few days ago. It was this one girl from Ukraine. She's about our age, and she had to evacuate, obviously, and at the border she had to say goodbye to her father,
Yeah.
and her father had to stay in Ukraine. I'm sorry, and then she fled to Romania with her mom and her siblings, And it was devastating to watch that. Like I could never imagine having to say goodbye to my father. It's so sad that these people are that have to go through this. They shouldn't have to go through this. These are innocent people and innocent lives are being taken. And it's honestly selfish of Putin to do this, if you ask me.
It's just it's awful to see these things happen to these people. I watched a video. It was a little girl because the men have to stay and fight between 18 it's 60. That's
16.
18 to 60 have to stay in the country.
Wow.
And it was just a father crying with his daughter as they were getting on the train to leave the country. So this Putin, this awful man, I'm going to just say he's a terrible man. He's breaking up families, killing innocent people, and he should be like, these are war crimes that is happening. He's killing innocent people, and he should be I don't know how the trial system, but he should be, I'm trying to think of the word.
You're good.
Prosecuted for these crimes he's committing. It's killing innocent people, bombing apartment buildings that people are just trying to live their life in over some petty, like he says it's a neo-Nazi.
Oh,
Neo-Nazi.
really?
When he bombs a Holocaust remembrance cemetery.
Jeez.
Where 30,000 Jews died.
That's awful.
And Zelensky, he's a Jewish man, and he's calling them authoritative neo-Nazism. He's trying to save Ukraine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm getting really frustrated right now because it's all the stuff I've been wanting to say. It's a load of something. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Honestly, thank you for saying something about that because
better
I didn't,
out than in.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Definitely. And I didn't know about him bombing that. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know his excuse about it.
To be honest with you, I've been avoiding the imagery, which I feel, I guess I'm just taking responsibility on air somewhat, but it's like, it really is like, it's kind of I don't believe it, even though we're being like surrounded by news of it. It's kind of like, it's exactly what you said. It's turning back the clock. And I think because time has stood so still for 2 years, for it to now be regressing in a sense is kind of like, I don't know, like I don't know. It's just it's a time warp for sure.
All the progress that, like Alex said, all the progress that we've made is going backwards, and it's awful to hear about this, but our thoughts and prayers are always going to be with Ukraine during this tough time.
1000%.
Yeah. JT, are you ready for our next story?
All right. Next, we're going to be tackling Russia's invasion of Ukraine forces into Germany. So, Putin's invasion of Ukraine has accomplished in 4 years what hectoring by former President Donald Trump could not do. They are persuading Germany to double its defense budget and boost its military contribution on NATO. Top diplomats say Germany is not the only country that has made a diplomatic U-turn since they launched the biggest land war in Europe since World War II. Ian Kelly, former U.S. ambassador to the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, said, quote, "I was talking to my wife and saying that Biden did a good job of uniting the West, but my wife said, no, Putin did a good job of uniting the West. No, it's unfortunate that war united nations." Kelly also spoke out as Putin's offensive entered its 7th day and Russia invaders continued. He said, quote, "We are seeing the West united as never before." German Chancellor Olaf Scholz gave a speech last weekend, which Kelly said was extraordinary. He added, he called the Russian invasion a turning point in the history of Europe. That line stuck out to me. Was Putin freed Germany of its historic guilt from World War II. Then Scholz announced that he was essentially doubling his country's defense budget. First of all, I want to point out that it's very ironic
There's a lot.
Donald Trump, of all people, gave Putin his props.
Oh my god!
Of all people,
Can't say we didn't see that.
Shocked but not surprised.
I was talking to my roommate the other day. My roommate is somebody who he doesn't identify as conservative, but his family is very good. His family does, and he pointed out something. He said something like, Oh, don't get it wrong. People often lump conservatives, normal conservatives, and Trump supporters together, but don't get it twisted. Completely different people.
Yeah.
And he made a comment about Trump giving Putin props. I think last week he like pretty much said, "Oh yeah, Putin's doing a great job. He's showing strength in his country," or something along those lines. And I was like, okay.
That is not conservative by proxy.
No.
That is not conservative by proxy. That is
And he
like
made a comment. He was
Oh
like,
my God.
he was like this. He was like, I noticed like lately people have been side-eyeing people who say they're conservative. I'm like, yeah, because of your orange agent in chief saying stuff like that.
Exactly. And
mm,
when
mm.
you're now, unfortunately, people are associating conservatives with being Trump supporters, which, like you said, JT, they're not the same thing. You know, it may be a different text, but it's also a different font, but they are very similar fonts.
Mm.
But when I was editing the script last night, as I always do, writing the script, do and produce the things, I was reading that quote where Kelly was talking with his wife, and where he said, "Oh, I think Biden did a good job of uniting the West." And then she said, "No, Putin did a good job of uniting the West." It is sad to see that war is uniting nations and not peace.
Mm.
It's awful to hear about. And it's hard to hear that these are how people are being united. It's good that we are there for people in hard times. It's good we are there for other countries in hard times, but it's unfortunate with the circumstances.
Not even because I think the other day I was scrolling
Mhm.
and scrolling, making myself upset like I normally do.
Mm.
JT.
I came across this one video. The video is captioned, "This is Biden's war," and it was some dude, some buffoon once again trying to defend Trump's presidency by
Mm.
throwing Biden under the thing, saying this is what Trump did against Russia, and then this is what Biden did, and this is why we have what's going on right now. And I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
like I don't know, some people just go to all lengths, all ends to defend the undefendable, and that is literally, I think that's the cause of what we have right here. Because just like we have people that would lapdog behind Donald Trump for 4
Did you
years.
say lapdog?
Yes, I did.
That's a great term.
That
That's-
was
that's solid.
That was wow.
I am proud
That's-
of it.
I'm glad we're all equally blown away. I know a few people I could use that word on.
Or an ottoman for Donald Trump.
Exactly. But I guarantee you, there's people in Russia like that too.
Yeah.
Probably in the minority, but don't like when you have a following like that with 7 billion people in this world. It doesn't matter how crazy you are. Somebody out there agrees with you.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap up this one thought, but I remember reading something about there was something in Russia about, we were reporting on the protests last week, and I think they said a very small minority are for this war. Many Russians in the country want peace, and they don't want to go to war.
Mhm.
They don't want to fight, and it's unfortunate that this is where we are. But with that being said, we're going to be moving on to a Lush bath product. I guess I'll read this one. A woman has actually accidentally dyed herself bright pink when she misused a bath product from Lush Cosmetics. Abby Shenton's skin was left fluorescent pink for 3 days after she mistook a bath bomb for soap. Abby tweeted Lush saying, quote, "Are your products supposed to stain human skin a fluorescent shade of pink?" A picture of Abby looking rosy was retweeted nearly 19,000 times before she removed the image from social media. Lush responded to Abby, tweeting, quote, "At Abby Shenton, yikes, please contact our friends in the UK at Lush We Care so they can help you out with this." Heart emoji. Abby, who is no longer pink, said the product she used is called Razzle Dazzle Bath Oil, and she does not blame Lush for the incident. She said, quote, "I misused the product. I love Lush and will still continue shopping there." Abby said she removed the pink stain using lemon juice, olive oil, and a gritty face wash.
Mm.
That's what happens, kids. If you're going to use a product, make sure you read where it goes first.
Yeah, I don't know much about Lush. I don't buy. I buy like my soap. From
I'm honestly not
store.
gonna cap. I don't know what Lush is.
Lush is you know what bath bombs are?
Yeah.
And you know like what body butters are, and just
Body butter.
body butter is basically lotion, but it's a more thick lotion. So it gives you more
Oh,
moisturizer.
I thought people are just rubbing butter on themselves.
I
Honestly,
mean, Alex, maybe I could find you a butter scented body butter. Would you like that? Would you be interested in that?
Honestly, I kind of am.
I used to work at a salon. I used to work at a waxing salon. So I will hook you up with all the products.
There,
I will find you body butter.
body butter. Now that would be cool. I saw this candle,
Mhm.
and they also made soaps. It was like it's supposed to be like the manly candle, where it smells like gunpowder.
Oh.
and fire.
So it smells like man.
It smells like man.
It's
It's-
wait, I know what it smells like. It smells like man, but in bold and in caps.
yeah,
Just man.
it's like gunpowder. I don't know, like ash.
It'd be like you know what it'd be? The font would definitely be in a just block capital like font.
Or
in
one of those
bold.
like steel ones.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And when men, I'm the only woman in the room right now. And you know what? This is just really discriminatory during Women's History Month. I'm just joking.
No.
It's a joke. I'm just kidding. I don't. Happy Women's History
Happy
Month.
Women's History Month.
I'm just joking
You all
with all of.
deserve to be
I would like to.
History Month.
Yeah, I'm just emphasizing that I'm kidding. But that just smells like man.
Man.
Alex, I think I'm gonna get you the Lush product used in this story because
You want me to be bright pink?
no, but like you wouldn't use it on your face, my guy. This is just a
You don't know
lesson.
what I would do.
This is a.
I don't follow directions. I'm my own man. I live on the wild side.
Are you a Libra?
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. He does.
Wait,
he's-
How did you
I'm
know?
confused though.
Why?
I'm so confused
Why?
because if a Lush, you said a Lush is supposed to be like a very thick lotion, correct?
Lush? No, I said body butter.
Body butter.
She used a bath bomb.
Oh.
Do you guys know what?
Oh.
Do you guys know what a bath bomb is?
Yeah, that's the thing you throw in the bath and it like
Good
bubbles.
job, Alex.
Oh, so she put that on her face?
Yeah, she. Put
That's
that on
not
her
where you're
face.
supposed to put it.
I know you're supposed to put it in water, but at
Well,
least
I don't
she's
have a
okay.
bathtub, so I can't use this.
I can't either. Honestly, I've used a bath bomb only 2 times in my life, and that was probably around 2017, where bath bombs were at its peak. Also, probably Lush was at its peak. I haven't heard the word Lush in at least a few years. And the last time I walked in there, it was probably 2018. And I think my best friend Sam gave me a gift card there for my 17th birthday. And I don't think I've ever used it. So I'm going to probably go home and find it. Anyway, we're going
Do
to be
you
moving
still
on
have
to
it?
our next story. We're not going to be talking about bath products anymore, unfortunately, but we're still going to be talking about products. A new perfume from the Idaho Potato Commission has French fry fans head over heels for a new scent. Jamie Hyham, president and CEO of Idaho. Thank you. Jamie Hyham, the president and CEO of Idaho Potato Commission, said, quote, whether you're at a drive-through restaurant or dining in, it's near impossible to not grab a fry and make the bite better and to take a bite before you dive into your meal. The smell is just too good to resist. The commission says the fragrance captures one of the world's most irresistible scents, is made from distilled Idaho potatoes and essential oils. The commission cited a recent national survey by the firm Pullfish that found that nearly 90% of Americans find the smell of French fries irresistible. The Idaho Commission has additionally has potato merchandise such as Idaho potato playing cards, a miniature potato hauling truck, and a 3-foot tall Spuddy Buddy. I'm gonna say this just in general. So the commission says that there's been a study that 90% of Americans find the smell of French fries irresistible. So if anybody really wears this perfume, are they considered irresistible?
I don't know. I like the smell of French fries.
I like the smell of French. What? Okay, I have a proposal. I have a debate. Who has the best French fries?
Popeyes. No.
Why?
No,
Why?
Five Guys.
Cajun
Popeyes
fries.
has the best fries. I agree.
No,
Cajun
Five
fries.
Guys.
I
No,
said
it
Five Guys.
goes-
Oh, I thought you said Popeye.
It goes Popeyes, it'll go McDonald's, it'll go
Wow.
Wendy's, it'll go Five Guys, and then it goes
Way off there, JT.
no. I gotta
JT,
find
you're
the fifth one. Then
incorrect.
it goes Shake Shack.
I haven't had
Crinkle
Shake
cut?
Shack.
Hold on, I'm standing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and
You're gonna choose a crinkle cut fry as one of your favorite fries.
JT and
Yes.
Alex are standing.
Very much so.
Hold on,
Alex
go.
adjusts his
Go
weight.
turn the
He
camera.
turns his camera upwards so the Menomates can see his
Crinkle
face.
cut. Crinkle cut is the worst cut of fry.
JT sits down.
JT sits down because he knows I'm
not
right.
sitting,
I
I'm
can
squatting,
narrate.
so
JT
you
is
see me.
squatting so he could be in the frame for the Menomates.
Crinkle cut
I face
Does not hold any of the oils. Remember when Burger King tried to do crinkle cut
Yes.
and it'd be like, oh, it's the healthy fry.
No,
Burger
it's
King
30%
not.
also
less
doesn't know
fat.
what to do.
If
period.
you're, oh, we're all standing up. Okay. So if you're going to Burger King, you don't get that kind of fry because you go in there to get some greasy food. And crinkle cut, wow. Curly fry is the superior cut of fry. I would think is the best type of fry, but it does go soggy. I'm going to have to admit some flaws with curly fries. But
waffle fries are the worst. I'm sorry, I had to put them down there.
No, they're not.
well, I'm going to put my picture down. It's right in my hands. Chick-fil-A does have like the waffle fries. They have
They're only
they're
good when they're
okay.
hot.
And
And I mean,
only
like,
when they're
right
hot.
off
Once a waffle fry gets cold, it gets all like not like greasy, but like floppy,
No,
no,
it's just
soggy.
done.
That's-
That's why Cajun fries are the best. 'cause
Cajun fries, I'll
they're
give you
still
Popeye
great.
fries are up there, but no, but I'm just still mad at you that you put a crinkle cut fry up there.
I agree. Above a waffle fry, who do you think you are?
I think I am.
JT,
fry
I might
connoisseur.
revoke your board
I'm
privileges.
staying back
Oh
down.
no!
I'm just kidding. I'm probably
I'm
not.
staying back down because
You're tired. Yeah, sit down.
It's
with your
it's
little-
it's 9 in the
I'm
morning.
gonna stand up because you put crinkle fries above waffle fries.
Yeah, you
And
tell him.
with that, you have been listening to the Morning Buzz on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. May I just
Period.
say, I guess if you wear this perfume, people might find you irresistible. But unfortunately, we don't have Irresistible by Fall Out Boy in next gen. But you know what Americans do love?
What?
French fries.
French fries.
So, with that being said, we are going to send you off to your day. Have a fantastic day. We're going to be sending you off with America's Sweethearts by Fall Out Boy.